I'm like, oh no, and I open up my door and I run across the street and I'm like 50 feet away, like, okay, thank God, I'm not gonna be in it when it explodes. And I'm looking at the car and it's not exploding and it doesn't really look damaged. And I realize that I just ran out of a car after flipping it. And I start looking around and I'm like, there's not sounds, there's no wind, there are no birds or trees. I'm dead.
Thank you, Jared. That's so sweet. And it looks like you actually did make this sandwich.
Well, I don't want to take all the credit for it, but no, I can't lie to you. I didn't make the sandwich.
Oh, you didn't?
I didn't make the sandwich or the Altoids, but
that's sweet that you think about Altoids because I'd need it after this.
I saw the onions and I just thought, you know what Ellen needs? She needs some breath mints.
Yeah, because you never know what happens on this show.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I mean,
thank you so much.
You're
right. Padalecki.
Padalecki.
I called you so many different names in the beginning. Padalecki. She called you something else.
What do you get?
DeGeneres. I used to get.
DeGeneres.
Yeah, I used to get DeGeneres all the time.
Degenerate?
Yeah. Yes. I got that a lot growing up.
I'll just leave now.
Yeah.
It's okay.
No,
you don't have to kick me out.
It's all right. I'm so used to it. All right, so now you're the second guest that we have dealing with these kind of supernatural and ghost-like, and
right.
Supposedly we couldn't even get a clip to air because it's so scary. We had to like find something that was it's supposed to be really, really scary.
Right.
And so what's yours about?
It's just very scary. No, what's great about this show, and that I think what separates it from a lot of the other sort of ghost shows that are coming out, is that our show is about true urban legends. I don't know if that's an oxymoron, but true folklore, and it's stuff that you can look up on Google and see, Wendigo or Bloody Mary or the Hookman legend, and it's just stuff that you grow up hearing, the monsters in the closet and the hitchhiker on the side of the road, and so it's stuff that we're not just kind of making up stories. We're going and the writers are researching and Googling and.
No, I heard it's really scary. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, it's very scary.
So now you're 23, right?
23, right.
And you're from Texas, and
I'm from Texas.
You don't have a trace.
There you go.
I don't have it. I'm from New Orleans, and but you don't have an accent at all.
Right. I left it in the green room. They told me to.
You pick it up on the way out?
Yeah, I should have brought it out. Yeah, you know what? When I get tired or drunk, it kind of sneaks out. And hey y'all, and 5 o'clock, and just sort of stupid, kind of lazy speech, and I'll go get it. And I had a very amazing drama teacher in high school that sort of made us get rid of any sort of tinge of accent, and so
that you could adapt to different things.
Yeah, so that
So if someone hears you speaking in a drawl, they know you're drunk.
Right. Drunk.
Yeah,
I actually wore my Texas belt, so.
What part of Texas are you from?
I'm from San Antonio.
San Antonio. Beautiful place there.
It's a great place in the Riverwalk, and my mom and dad are still down there.
Yeah.
And my brother and his wife are in Houston, and he's a doctor, so he's kind of.
Good people in Houston right now. They're doing a lot of good for us.
Right.
Thanks for helping everybody out. All right, now, supposedly you had a close call. You could have actually been a ghost yourself.
I did. It's sort of a goofy story. I was filming a movie called Flight of the Phoenix, and we were in Africa in the Namibian sand dunes, and we were on sand roads that were just sort of, you follow the tracks of the car that's in front of you. And I wasn't used to driving in sand. I grew up in Texas where it's asphalt and gravel, if anything. But the car started to swerve a little bit, and so I started to try and get straight, and it just turned, and it ended up flipping, and I'm on the side of the road, and it does a whole roll, and it lands upright, and you sort of at the second of like, am I okay? What's going on? And you sort of crick your neck and you move your back. And then I remembered seeing movies where, a car crashes into something and everybody's okay, and then it explodes. And so I'm like, oh no. And I open up my door and I run across the street, and I'm like 50 feet away, like, okay, thank God, I'm not gonna be in it when it explodes. And I'm looking at the car, and it's not exploding, and it doesn't really look damaged. And I realize that I just ran out of a car after flipping it. And I start looking around, and I'm like, there's not sounds, there's no wind, there are no birds or trees. I'm dead. I was sure that I was dead. I had just heard some story about a guy who sees a car accident and goes up to help and sees it's himself inside, and I was like, that is me, I am dead. I better call set and tell him I'm dead. So I run back to the car, and I run back to the car to get my phone, and I turn the car upside down, which it's now used to because it just flipped, and I I look for the phone and I can't find the phone, and I'm like, of course I can't find the phone. I'm dead. I don't need the phone. Why would I need the phone? But eventually, 30 minutes later, my buddy Eric drives by on his way to set, and I figure out I'm not dead, and here I am, not dead.
All right. Hello, y'all. I'm dead.